breakers, bitch, what's up? I deal haymakers, only bone breakers, bitch, haymakers, only bone breakers, bitch, what's up?
Wait, hit him with the shit that go.
This song makes me really happy.
I got them.